If you're an absolute beginner trying to teach yourself to play the guitar, try this method I use to teach my beginning students. I start by teaching them a bunch of chords. Here are the first 8 chords that my students will learn. They learn them 3 at a time. The first 3 chords they're going to learn are A, D, and E, after which they will learn how to play this song. It's a super simple song with all down strums. Next, they're going to learn the chords G, C, and E minor, after which they're going to learn this song. This is another tune with very easy, predictable chord changes, all down strums, perfect for beginners to get the hang of switching chords while strumming. The last 2 chords they'll learn are A minor and D minor, and I have a song for that one as well, once again with pretty basic, easy strumming and predictable changes. Once they're done learning those 3 songs, then I teach them new strum patterns that are more complicated and interesting. And then on that next chapter, I've got songs they learn using those strum patterns that are actually famous songs you've heard of. I've changed the name, jazz fake book style, so that I can use the chord progressions. Now, at the same time that they're learning those more complicated strum patterns, I also start them on the pentatonic scale to get them going on the world of lead guitar. I'm going to show you the songs that I teach to my guitar students as they're entering the intermediate section of my instruction book. These are students who are getting pretty comfortable with their first 8 open chords, but can really only switch back and forth between them if they're playing a down strums only pattern. Now, the songs I'm about to show you are all based on songs that you've probably heard of. I've changed the names, jazz fake book style. This first one is based on the chord changes for This Land Is Your Land, and it uses a very common strum pattern that involves an up strum on the 8th note to end each measure. This next song is based on Let It Be by the Beatles. Now, it uses the same strum pattern as the previous one, but you have to switch chords every measure, making it a little more difficult. And for the record, I've changed the key to G since the original key of C is much too difficult for beginners because it involves bar chords. This next song includes the chord changes for Good Riddance by Green Day. Get it? Too Bad Rubbish? Good Riddance? Anyway, I'm using what I call the common strum pattern, which is a little bit different than what Green Day plays, but it's more important for beginners to learn this than the more complicated pattern they use, and it's an easy switch down the road. Once you can play all of these songs, you'll have a pretty firm grasp on switching back and forth between a bunch of open chords while playing a strum pattern that's actually used in popular rock and roll music.